KNBR 680. The Bud Light 49ers halftime report continues.
Standing in, throws it out to the far side, intercepted 49ers.
Here's your halftime host, Larry Krueger.
And once again, today's halftime report sponsored by Bud Light. It reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Well, Seattle leading 7-3 here at Levi Stadium. The halftime injury report sponsored by Dignity Health, the official healthcare partner of the 49ers. Niners were remarkably healthy in the first half. The one injury of note came on Seattle's side as the tight end Luke Wilson went out in the first quarter with a concussion, and he has been been ruled out for the rest of the game, so Luke Wilson will not return. Today's halftime stats are brought to you by SAP, the official analytics partner of the 49ers. The number that jumps out the most is 9 hits on the quarterback by Seattle's defense. That's really been the name of the game in this first half. 2 sacks, 9 hits of C.J. Beathard, and 4 tackles for loss. We did see Jimmy Garoppolo at one point warming up on the sideline. I'm not sure if we will see Garoppolo in the second half. Beathard rebounded there at the end of the first half with some impressive plays. But 9 hits on the quarterback in the first half, I think, is pretty much the story of the game. Now let's look at how this thing started. Seattle got the ball first. In the first play of the game, Russell Wilson threw an interception. Eric Reid picked him off, and the Niners were in business, but they went 3 and out on the first drive. Beathard threw incomplete to Trent Taylor on 3rd and 11, and the Niners were forced to punt. Seattle would get the ball, and they would drive the ball all the way into Niner territory, but Blair Walsh missed a 48-yard field goal wide left, and it remained 0-0. 49ers would get the ball in their own 38 and drive the ball to cross midfield, but they were forced to punt when Beathard threw incomplete to Carlos Hyde on 3rd and 5. So Seattle would get the ball back inside their own 20, and they would move the ball down the field. It was an impressive drive for Seattle, but on 3rd and 15 from the 36, Wilson went up top to Lockett, and the rookie, Ahkello Witherspoon, knocked it out of the air, and Seattle was forced to punt. So the 49ers get it back. They couldn't do anything with it. Seattle would get the ball back for their 4th drive, and they went 3 and out. So this is kind of how it went into the second quarter. On the 49ers' 4th drive, on a 2nd and 10 play from their own 20, Beathard dropped back to pass, found Trent Taylor, but Bobby Wagner, an incredible play, stripped it in the air, and it was ruled an interception. He was ruled down by contact, but a couple plays later, Wilson on the quarterback keeper went in from 2 yards out to cap a quick 2-play, 16-yard drive, and it gave Seattle their 7-0 lead. 49ers continued to struggle on their 5th drive as they went 3 and out once again, and the struggle really continued for the 49ers. On the 7th drive, Beathard was sacked on 3rd and 5, and he fumbled but recovered it, and the 49ers were forced to punt. Now, the Niners did score on their 8th drive. It started on the 33-yard line with about minute 39 left. They got the ball. The key play was a 3rd and 2 play from their own 41 as Beathard found Trent Taylor on a little crossing route that went for 29 and moved the ball down the field, and then Robbie Gould with a 38-yard field goal to end a 7-play, 47-yard drive, and that is how the first half ended. 7-3. Now the 49ers will get the ball to start the second half. The numbers remarkably even in this game. 132 yards for the 49ers, 129 for Seattle. Seattle's outrushing the 49ers 49-39. The turnovers are even. The time of possession is relatively even, and it should be an exciting second half. And as I said, Niners get the ball to start the second half action. And second half action is coming up with Ted and Todd right after these messages.
Mike Kruko here, Putnam Chevrolet in Birmingham. You can come in right now for amazing deals on 2017 Chevy Tahoes. Every single 2017 Tahoe is $6,500 off. Or if you're looking for a great deal on a mid-size pickup, Putnam has 2017 Colorados still priced at $21,995, less than $22,000. So find new roads straight to Putnam Chevrolet Cadillac in Birmingham for $6,500 off at Tahoes or Colorados only $21,995.
It's 11/30/17 Colorado 1657 rebate balance by the discount is 1460891817898.
Think you can't afford a new luxurious mattress? Think again. Right now, save up to $1,000 during Mancini Sleeper World's largest mattress sale ever. Rest easy with $1,000 off a Certi-Perfect Sleeper Pillow Top mattress set, or upgrade to adjustable comfort for only $8.99. Enjoy free white glove delivery, free setup, and free mattress removal. And with no interest for up to 48 months, the savings really add up. There's a limited supply, so hurry into one of our 33 stores for the largest mattress sale ever. Mancini Sleep World. Visit sleepworld.com.
This is San Francisco 49ers
play at Soldier Field in Chicago on the first Sunday of December. That one you couldn't make up, but that'll be the case. And then the next game here at Levi Stadium will be 3 weeks from today on December the 17th, and it's the Tennessee Titans that will be here. To make sure I got the order right. And Tennessee and Jacksonville still to come. Two teams that right now are in playoff position in the AFC. All right, the 49ers will get the ball to begin the third quarter, Todd, and as you end the first half with 132 yards for the 49ers to 129 for Seattle. Again, neither team has a defensive explosion. What would you guess in an NFL? You were part of this for a few years. In a 13-minute halftime, which is what it is now. What can you really do? Can you? I think you look at maybe 2 or 3 plays that work and 2 or 3 plays that you think will work in the second half. Things that you maybe set up in the first half. I think that's what they're going to try to execute to start the second half. And I think the story of that first half is really the 49er defense. They did as much to Seattle as Seattle did the 49ers. And offensively, the Niners just have to be better on first down, averaging about 2.5 yards on first down. Way too many negative plays, way too many second and longs that really took them out of any rhythm, anything they were able to get going. The good news is they finished that last drive pretty strong. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little more creative at running back in the second half. He had 1 carry for 12 yards, one of the best plays in the first half for the 49ers. We really didn't see him again.
Yeah, first down plays, no question. That has to be a focal point for the 49er offense. And it's interesting, Breida did get that 1 carry that gave Clark. And he had a 12-yard game, but that's it. Carlos Hyde just 8 carries for 9 yards. And the other area in the first half, the Seattle receivers, stunningly, I mean, the number of drops, Russell Wilson 8 for 19, largely drops by his receivers, and Doug Baldwin only 2 targets in the first half.
And both early in the game, 2 targets for 1 yard. And Luke Wilson is out with a concussion as well, so the Seahawks will be without him here in the second half.
All right, Blair Walsh kicking off for Seattle, down by Matt Breida about 5 yards deep, and as far as I know, no 49er players lost in the first half due to injury, which is a nice and most welcome sign.
Yeah, down on the field pregame, I had a chance to talk to one of my old coaches, Pat McPherson, and then Robert Saleh came over and has anything we're looking for today. Both coaches, their first response, stay healthy. Both teams just ravaged by injury all season long.
Overcast again, a little light rain in the first quarter, nothing since, but pretty thick overcast, and the breeze appears to have quieted down. Very windy during much of the first half. First down snap out of a pistol, give to Hyde, runs left, cutback middle, spun around, drives ahead. A good push by Carlos Hyde at the end to get almost 4 yards on the run. Sheldon Richardson down at the bottom for Seattle, along with Jaron Reed, the interior defensive lineman.
It doesn't seem like a whole lot. 4 yards was a big pickup there. Really, 49ers struggled to get anything positive going on first down in the first half. But that inside handoff out of the pistol sets up a lot of other things that they like to do. The quarterback keeper, which we saw, and then some deep play action.
2nd and 6, it's a lot better than much of the first half of the 49ers. Louis Murphy motions right to left here out of the pistol on 2nd down. Becker gets to Hyde again, another good cutback. And Hyde with a good leg drive is going to be very close to a first down. He's going to be marked just short, maybe a foot short at the 35-yard line.
Well, clearly that was a play that they liked coming out here in the second half. They ran it in back-to-back plays. Both were successful. They stretched the defense just a little bit. Carlos Hyde able to plant his left foot, square his shoulders, and get some positive yards after the contact on both plays to start this half.
Now the 49ers bring Juszczyk in as a fullback ahead of Hyde. It's 3rd down and a foot. Just short of the San Francisco 35 from the left hash mark. Juszczyk slides to the right, going to give it to Hyde straight ahead. First down to the 40. Hyde is down to the 44-yard line. Earl Thomas saved what could have been the first big run of the day. Earl Thomas flying up there to grab Hyde and didn't let go. Carlos runs it for 9 and a first down.
Well, they brought Aldridge Robinson from right to left in short motion, and they faked the reverse. I thought they might have handed it off to him because everybody for the Seattle Seahawks defense collapsed. If they had handed that off, he might have still be running.
So now first down at the 49ers 44. 7-3 Seattle, first possession, third quarter. Beathard under center.
We'll give it to Hyde left, and this time he got hit behind the line. That was good push by Reed off the defensive line. He just drove into the backfield, pushed Tomlinson back, and he clipped Hyde, and Carlos is dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, made his first cut about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's something that we didn't see on the first 3 plays of this drive, where they created some push up front and gave him the chance to get past the line of scrimmage before he had to make anybody miss.
Brandon Jackson also in on that. Seattle rotating a bunch of defensive linemen in. Michael Bennett not playing right now in this series. 2nd and 10 for the 49ers at the San Francisco 44. Another pistol with Juszczyk as a fullback. Now Breida motions out to the right. Breida's going to catch a swing pass to the near sideline to 50. He's to the 45 of Seattle, and I believe it's a first down. It is. Breida, good job there, using his speed and tight-roping the San Francisco sideline to the Seahawks 44.
What a well-designed play. They bring Juszczyk into the backfield, make the inside handoff, and swing Breida out to the wide side, and that's a good throw from C.J. Beathard, allowing him to catch and square his shoulders up the field and pick up the first down on 2nd and long.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Seattle trying to change people there and not get called for a penalty. Trying to get Michael Wilhoit off the field, and so a timeout taken by the Seahawks on defense. This will be a full timeout, so we'll take 7-3 Seattle on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
You can always count on the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light, just like you can always count on reliable Ralph. Ask him to move that couch he moved for you last summer. Ralph will do it. Need a ride from the dentist? Better call Ralph. And he won't even film you after the laughing gas and put you online and get millions of views. He's Reliable Ralph, for Pete's sake. Reliable Ralph is famous among friends. He deserves a Bud Light.
Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the biggest game of the week. It's the closest this game has been. It's the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go, and it's time to take Roscoe for a walk. But if you get the NFL mobile app, you can start watching on the go, right from your phone. That's all live, local, and primetime games exclusively on Verizon, the best network with the best unlimited. So hey, Roscoe, go long, little buddy. Go as long as you want. Available to Verizon Wireless postpaid customers over LTE. Other app activities such as downloading and browsing incur data usage. Additional terms apply. See bzw.com/NFL mobile for details.
This is Tim Ryan of the San Francisco 49ers for Dignity Health. We all know you win football games when the team is all in. Dignity Health knows the value of being all in. They know winning starts with commitment and teamwork. So just like 49ers players and coaches are all in on the field, every Dignity Health doctor, nurse, and hospital is all in when it comes to helping keep you and your family healthy. Because when you're healthy, everybody wins. The official healthcare partner of your San Francisco 49ers. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
The Bay Area's most immersive holiday event is coming to California's Great America, announcing the return of Winterfest on select nights through December 30th. The park will be transformed into 9 glittering winter wonderlands, each more enchanting than the last, featuring a roving cast of 14 characters spreading merriment, like Jack Frost and the Sugar Plum Fairy. Plus, immersive activities, 25 rides, ice skating, crafts, shows, millions of lights, and more. Experience the holidays like never before at California's Great America Winterfest. Get the best price online and save up to $10 at cagreatamerica.com.
U.S. Bank is a proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Stop by your local U.S. Bank location today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. This is San Francisco 49ers football on KNBR 680.
Hey, welcome back to Levi Stadium. Ted Robinson, Todd Husak with you today for the Seahawks and the 49ers. Seattle leading 7-3. 11:58 to go third quarter. But the 49ers have a first down now at the Seattle 44. Panther comes out shotgun. Carlos Hyde to his right. And they're going to give to Hyde, runs middle 40. Hyde cuts back right 35. Hyde drives to the 30, and Earl Thomas again with a tackle, which is that's very good news for the 49ers when you're saying Earl Thomas is making the tackle. 14 yards for Hyde the first down.
Every time they've been successful here in the second half, it's been an inside zone to the left, and he cuts it back to the right side. So not just a good push on the left, but clearly the backside offensive lineman stopping that cutoff defense for the Seahawks.
And Michael Bennett in particular, he cut back right behind Michael Bennett. So first down from the 30, and that was going to give to Hyde running the, looks like a very similar play there. Carlos runs into the 25, so he's banging it for 5 yards, and something the 49ers never did in the first half, they're doing here. They're establishing run on first down. Well, there's really not much to that. It's just straight ahead double team blocking at the point of attack. And the 49ers are creating a push. Carlos Hyde running behind the double teams and getting a couple yards after contact. 47 total yards now for Hyde, 38 of them on this drive. 2nd and 5 at the Seattle 25 from the pistol. Beathard to Hyde one more time. Nice cutback this time. Michael Bennett is there. So, we're going to do that to a guy as good as Michael Bennett so many times. And this time with Carlos's one-step cutback, he cut back right into Bennett's arms. Yeah, Selleck unable to steal that back edge. Yeah, Bennett on Selleck, not a good matchup for the 49ers. Bennett got the better of him, shed the block, and made the play, forcing a 3rd and 5. For the 49ers have struggled most of this year to put balls in the end zone. Here's where they need a conversion. 3rd and 5 at the 25 of Seattle. George Kittle motions in the backfield to the left of Beathard as CJ pulls the ball back from Carlos Hyde, nowhere to throw. Bouncing to his right. Fakes, trying to run it, doesn't. Got hit by Bradley McDougald, bounced off him, and then finished off by Marcus Smith. Beathard gains a yard to the Seattle 24, but it will be 4th down, and that will bring the field goal team out. So one of the things you give up with max protection is not many routes down the field. Just a 3-man route for the 49ers, and Beathard had nowhere to go, although he did have time to scramble around. He tried to do his best Russell Wilson impression with the pump fake. He got left, and look what happened again. Goodwin was running the post from the left slot, and it was completely shut down by Earl Thompson. No one for the throw. So Robbie Gould, 42 yards, right hash mark. Ball down, kick is on the way by Gould, and it is good. So Robbie continues to have his strong first year as a 49er. 2 for 2 today, 9:19 to go in the 3rd. It is now Seattle 7 and San Francisco 6 on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Hey fans, be there live to support the 49ers at Levi's Stadium this season. Always buy your 49ers tickets from our official ticketing partner, Ticketmaster, and the NFL Ticket Exchange. Only Ticketmaster has verified tickets that are 100% guaranteed to get you in every time. Other sellers can only guarantee they'll give you a refund if they sell you a fraudulent ticket. So go with a trusted source and our official partner and know you're going to the game. 49ers fans, did you miss the opportunity to get your limited edition Levi's 49ers patch? Stop by the Levi's Market Street, Battery Street, or Emeryville stores to purchase yours today. Make sure to stop by the Faithful Mile at the next game for the latest patch. And remember, good things happen when you live in Levi's. The savings are bigger than ever during Toyota's Black Friday Sales Event Spectacular. Just announced, get an extra $500 bonus cash on top of any other offer on 7 Toyota models. That means up to $3,500 cash back on a 2017 RAV4 or 0% APR on a 2017 Highlander, Prius, or Sienna. Hurry, offers end soon. Toyota, let's go places. APR offer is available through GMS to all qualified buyers with premium rated credit. Cashback and bonus cash is available through GMS and must be applied to transaction. Offers end 11/30/17. Sunday to Sunday, the home of the authentic 49ers fan is NBC Sports Bay Area. Former 49ers quarterback Jeff Garcia joins the team with Dave Feldman and Dennis Brown. They're part of 49ers pregame live before every home game. And after every game, change the channel for the official postgame show of the team, 49ers Postgame Live. Log on to NBCSportsBayArea.com for Insider Matt Ayoko and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Sunday to Sunday, the home of the authentic 49ers fan is NBC Sports Bay Area. With Citrix, 49ers scouts can upload videos on the road, and coaches can download them in the locker room. This is how the future works. See more stories at Citrix.com/future.
yards deep, and he started to get a running start and caught the ball at the 2-yard line with a full head of steam.
Number 73 is reported.
All right, so after a towed a scoring drive for the 49ers, 10 plays, 51 yards, good ground game. Now we'll see how the Seahawks start their second half. Back-to-back field goal drives for the 49ers. Good rhythm on offense. But a report in here, Matt Tobin, offensive lineman, is an extra tight end. They literally have 3 tight ends on the field, 1 wide receiver, Eddie Lacy on a play action, first down, Wilson looking, throws one down the near sideline for Graham and missed him. So they ran Graham out of that set against Eli Harrell down the near side, and Wilson tried to fire into Graham in midfield and missed him. Yeah, post on the outside of the wheel route. Harold was right there in perfect coverage. Really nowhere for Russell Wilson to put that ball. They tried to max protect and just give Wilson a chance to push it down the field. C.J. Beathard, more yards and completions than Russell Wilson in the game. And with Luke Wilson out for the game now for the Seahawks, they're using offensive lineman Matt Tobin as a third tight end. Now, the second and 10 for Seattle. Wilson under center, and he's going to give it to Lacy, trying to run right. 49ers stack that up. Lacy has to push and drive at 200-whatever pounds forward to get a yard. Reuben Foster is in almost every single tackle. Tank Carity there as well. He sheds his block and trying to get up on the second level. Reuben Foster sheds his block and gets about 3 yards in the backfield to slow down Ed Lacy. He is as impressive a linebacker as I've seen all season. Instinct. It's combined with his athletic ability. And that's good to hear for a 49er fan because that's a foundation piece without question. 3rd and 9 now for Seattle from their 30. Empty backfield. Wilson is a 3-receiver cluster to the left. Wilson takes the snap, looking right, pulls the ball down, still looking, now dancing. Now throwing up the middle, got a wide open man, and Baldwin makes the leaping catch just across midfield, first down Seattle. A little confusion there from the 49ers defense that they were playing zone, but there were 3 49er linebackers in the exact same spot, and nobody 5 yards behind him. Well, Doug Baldwin was able to sneak back and make the catch. And Russell Wilson doing what Russell Wilson does, buys himself about an extra 2 or 3 seconds, let that play develop, and hit Baldwin down the field on a diving catch. Just the 3rd time they've targeted Baldwin today. And only 3 rushed, 8 dropped, and that's when you give Wilson that kind of time. Yeah, that has not been successful for the 49ers on 3rd down. We've seen that too often through the years. He'll find Baldwin. First time he's found him that way today. Play action on 1st down. Wilson dropping deep, fires across the field, caught inside the 30 as McAvoy breaks the tackle, and he's inside the 25 in San Francisco. So 2 big pass plays. The first real big pass plays of the day for the Seahawks, and now they're at the 49ers 23. Russell Wilson takes the handoff to his left and gets about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Steps up deep with plenty of time to find his wide receiver McAvoy across the middle on a 15-yard crossing route and throws a perfect strike. 23 yards to Baldwin, 24 to McAvoy. First down at the 49ers 23. Now Wilson hands the ball, and off the left side goes Lacy. He had a hole, and he almost was gone. Dante Johnson came up and run support and saved that for perhaps a touchdown. It's down to the 16. So there were 5 offensive linemen to the left, including tight ends, outside the center, and they just collapsed the whole left side and figured Dante Johnson is going to take our chances. Eddie Lacy on Dante Johnson. He didn't have much of a chance. 6-yard gain for Lacy, 2nd and 4 at the 49ers 17. Toyota red zone for the Seahawks. Seattle leading 7-6. Wilson plays fake, pulls the ball back, throws to the far side, wide open, and six for that from the Seattle touchdown. Well, they've been scuffling so hard on offense, the Seahawks on the one play where the 49ers only brought 3. Wilson made it happen, and suddenly, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone. What a 4-play sequence for the Seahawks. That time they just faked the inside handoff, the net in the slot runs a corner route, just one nod to the inside and put move to the outside. Russell Wilson found him in stride. Nobody near him. Safety miss on the fake. The net just wide open, about 3 yards deep. Extra point check now by Blair Walsh. Seattle using the right hash mark to kick. It is on the way by Walsh, and he is good. So the Seahawks go quickly. We have a scoring drive of 71 yards in just Beckman were able to get their hands up fast. Intended receiver was Murphy off the right side. Broken up by Wright. 3rd and 7 now at the San Francisco 28. Kendrick Bourne and Goodwin and 2 receivers stacked to the left. Shotgun snap back to Beathard. Beathard steps up to the right, buying time, throws one up the field, and it's incomplete at the 50-yard line with Carlos Hyde up screaming for a flag against Earl Thomas. No flag, incomplete, 4th down. There was definitely some contact. Not a great, I think the problem was the throw from Beathard was just a little too low. He was able to put that ball a little bit deeper. That's an easier call for the official. They probably ruled that uncatchable. And Beathard did a good job. He stepped up and escaped. Michael Bennett outside pass rush, got out to the right, but yeah, the throw on the run was not a strong one. And it skipped into Carlos, who dove at the 50-yard line. Pinion hits another very short punt. And Lockett runs up to fair catch it at the 36. Very short punt there by Pinion. 49ers have lost one man today. Their flyer that we shined a light on in the first half, Raheem Mostert, knee injury, out for the game. 5:34 to go in the third. 14-6, Seattle the lead on the U.S. Bank 49ers radio network.
This is the story of Niner Pete.
Gold-blooded!
Pete plays fantasy football on Yahoo for free because Niner Pete likes to feel the win. Wins like drafting a team